Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Grand First Deploy Center Formula Association F1 Grand Prix race, and we are on in Q1 right now, 13 and a half a minute left, and we are seeing Samson, Rossi, and Lucas on their flying lap, on their lap currently, and Lucas having the fastest first sector of 26.75. And let's see how this lap goes. Okay, he's on the middle sector. In 2022, this hour circuit track has changed its layout, and yeah, it's been significant. It hasn't significantly changed, but it's at least. Oh, is that Lucas? Yes, I think it's Lucas who has crashed at the turn 11. It is a tricky corner here, right? When you fight it out to the edge from better exit speed, you can get into the battle and means that his lap will be. Oh, he still spins again. I bet his are getting high now. So it isn't tough one. Tough lap for Lucas. He's gonna need to find another lap. And he's boxing for a new set of tires, I believe. Because soft tires are definitely proceeding. So, okay, we're on board Samson from Altitude. He is having the fastest sector. He might take professional pole right now. He is certainly gonna. Is he pitting? Okay, he's pitting. So he haven't finished the run, but he's still pitting. Okay. And yeah, I'm not pretty sure about it. Let's wait for it. Let's wait for the camera to move. We're on board a metro, and this is the exit of turn 2. Inside the US system, I think it was 320 kilometers per hour. He locks up a little bit, and he stays on track, and he's gonna go through this tricky section of the race track. And is this Albert and Rossi? He's gonna start his first flying lap out of the final corner. Full sign flat out, and the DRS open, and gonna cross the line to start his lap. He still is on provisional pole, but this is certainly not gonna get the pole in this with that lap time. He's not very keen. He knocks off a little bit, but still tidy and really keen. And is this? Oh, he's fast a little bit, but he still holds on. What an amazing stuff. And this, oh, he spins out at the final one. It was just massive. Muscular. Oh, he was having such a nice, really like, oh, that was such a close call. That was dangerous. When he spins out, he's back at the pits. And it's pretty disappointing for the driver, but we still have good chances, I believe. This isn't looking good for Anderson. It's just a final corner. But still, and this is Tautovic. He's gonna start to flying now. Or Samson in P2, but that's not gonna be it. So far, none of the drivers are having a decent level. We're not having moved out close to the grass and locks up a little bit. Exits the final corners, the rear end sliding a little bit. The rear crashes them, and he goes to professional pole within 1 minute 19 flat. Evans and that Top Strong has a response to it. He crosses the line. No, he doesn't, but he still secures P2. We still don't know about it. Don't know what's going on. Lucas is going to start his final finals today. He's gonna start his flying lap. That's professional pole and 1 minute 18.4 exit. He's having the fastest per second and personal best in sector 2 and this is the final corner. What time is he gonna get? He goes in professional pole. What's Samson gets Samson nails it with 1 minute 17 He wasn't given it and that was absolute cinema. Oh my goodness. And let's see him. This is Rossi on board. He's gonna start his flying lap. Time for beat is 1 minute 75 from altitude. It was Samson. Beers that was good with 1 minute 18. That wasn't enough. His assistant traffic for Boston Woods. He's gonna start his final lap. This was tossed during the pits. It is getting it is involving qualifying session winner. Lucas is going to start his flying lap again. And yes, how about Marco? Does he have a response? Anderson, he's gonna start his second Marco, and he is about to enter the final turn of Marco. Yes, all men to it, but can he have a response? Second, he's not P2. That's an impressive lap. And Samson is gonna start his flying lap. Not brilliant. He's entering the red car. Haven't had the time sheet yet. And he's McLaren crosses the line. He misses out. It's now 3 tenths of a second. 10ths of a second. But most nervous. He's not gonna. He's certainly not in time. He's now 178. This is impressive for Lucas. Can he get it? Flying back from him? He knocks out, but still totally dead. And he enters the final point. The air is wide open, and now he just goes flat out to find his time. Oh, he was that an invalid lap? That's heartbreaking news for Lucas. And we're having Samson. He is on his way down, and Sir is chasing with. Okay, this is Samson. This is not looking good for the attitude driver. He is in the pits. He is going to enter the pits. And versus his topic. He is okay. He's sliding, and the air is going through the home pit straight, and he's gonna enter turn 1, stealing his lap. Rossi the same thing too, flat out. It's pretty similar to see the final turn flat out, and DR is wide open. As the car gets smoke out of the back of the car. And look, it says Hendrik. He's gonna start his flying. Is that more? Oh, that's pretty close. He's hit the wall. He on it, and he hit his rear end. And we were on board with Lucas, who is on a tidy, not tidy, who is not in decent level, and he's gonna start with, he has some overseas, so he caught him in, and he nearly ended up in the wall, so he's gonna start his lap, and it's this mayor from the attitude, who is, I'm not sure right now, but he's having good pace right now. He's 1.2 seconds on, but right now he's having personal best in the first and second sector. If he nails this, he might have provisional pole to restart on one. 3 minutes left in qualifying. Q1. And I'm sure we're going to have a dramatic ending to this. How's Mayo gonna respond to it? He still misses out by 2.5 seconds. That was enough for him. But that was super close between Marco and Mayo. How's Marco doing? He's having, oh no, instead of him with Lucas and then more information. Marco exits his from DRS level. Is he having a response there? Yes, he has. Hey, Marco gets a professional point at 700,000 that point. And that is at least it didn't remember. I don't know who says McConnell names he's on the racing ground, yeah. That was close. But maybe he took too much curve on the exit of the final turn. But yes, we're gonna go flat into the final turn. The best exit speed. It's a real welcome from Muscular as well. Yes, it's never really. I think I'm not sure if his time on 1 minute 26. This is Rossi goes 55. That's something. Does he got a response to Marco? Yes, he has. He has found a fortunate thing for him. He got a personal best in sector 1 and sector. Now he's got the fastest purple sector in sector 3. Where are we seeing Countdown? He's one out. 600 faster than Sunset. How did he make sense that if he finishes this sector with a very decent sector, he might actually get provisional pop. As I'm going to see, he's using all of the trunk. The US wide open. Now he's gonna wait for that answer. And he thought what is that an oh no, it's anything other than that. I think the final thing that it's heartbreaking is he had the pace for the top and then even and this is Lucas. I hope he gets one for sure. He's gonna start this. He hasn't had a good qualifying session, I know, but he's still safe for Q2. But I'm not sure if this is going to be alright. Anderson ends is on that side. We're not sure. And yes, he definitely needs, and by that time he doesn't. Oh no, this is unbelievable. Anderson. He's been, pretty decent in the first 2 sectors, but he's playing his out. I think he got an oversteer at the curve over there. I believe at the turn 13, no, I think turn 14, exit of turn 20. That was super close to the wall with Lucas, and he's using the all width of the track. And for Anderson, he used too much of the curve. Then he got an oversteer, and then his rear, he tried to fix it, and he got a quick bank. He just messes up. And then this is Lucas starting he starts. That might be okay, because since he done has Marco, but he got to Samson, he does, but 5/10 of it doesn't work for that. I don't know, that's and yes. How about Anderson? This is Anderson. This is Marco Stock. You gave me a problem. Anderson, he's on his out now. No, he's not. He's back to the pits. And This is the end of Q1. We got servers in under support of Q1. This isn't actually a dramatic end for Q1. We're gonna head to Q2. And let's see. So, yeah, Lucas seems to be struggling at the moment. Mm. Welcome back. Okay, welcome back, ladies. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for Q2, and we are currently watching Lucas on his, I believe his out lap. Yes, and he's been struggling through Q1, but he managed to get a time, and I know he has some pace, so I hope he brings some good results for it, and yeah, maybe finding a way to get promoted to record and record force racing. Yes, and let's see. Right now, yeah, he's been pretty impressive. It's been a decent. He hasn't made up a lap, like but he's been having some decent sectors. So I know his potential and I'm believing in him. And he right now gets in 1 minute 45 for it, and he exits his second turn DRS wide open, 320 kilometers per hour, braking hard. A little lack of from Lucas, but still no problem. And he's just flying. Oh, is that a track limit or not? I'm not sure with it, but that might be cause some FI investigation. And it is in track limits, so his lap won't count. It is pretty disappointing for the driver. But yeah, let's see. Let's see. Let's see how it goes for other drivers. So we are on Marco. He's gonna start his flying lap. He's been phenomenal in Q1 with an intense fight with Sounds. Um, I'm sorry. And yes, Tostov and Rossi. Yeah. No. Oh, is that Lucas? Yes, it is Lucas. He's crashed into the. He was having a decent lap. It's still invalid, but yes, he was full flat out on final turn. Didn't have enough grip, a little bit of that grip, and he lost everything. It's pretty heartbreaking for the driver, but we still have 11 minutes, so he still has a chance. Mayor, is that May? Is that Mayor? Oh no, I think it's Mayor. Yeah, it is disappointing stuff from the driver who was impressive, who headed the top, top time of the timesheets in Q1 last session, and it's McQuillan. He's gonna start his flying lap, and yes. Oh no, he goes off. He goes. I believe that is in that Margot. Yeah, he exits the final corner. I don't know why he's hasn't DRS open, but it's in 1 minute 17 flat. That will be the benchmark for others. And let's see how it goes for Rossi. He's in half a second. The Archer GP rate, Archer GP has in front has in front for Lockout right now, but we still don't know. Has toss up from the Magic House. He hasn't been phenomenal, but he can. I know he can find some kind of lap time, and he crosses the line within 1 minute 19.599. It's pretty impressive, but it has topic. He's exit the final turn in 1 minute 19. I think he secures P3 right now, and oh, he stops in the middle of that. It's that Samson, yes, and I am really expecting something from this driver because he has been the best drivers in Q1, fighting the top time with Marco, and he's gonna start his flying lap. Let's focus on him. Very tidy turn 1 and turn 2. Is this? I think is this Hendrix? He's got a fastest sector and turn sector 1 and sector 2. DRS wide open. I believe he's gonna get provisional pole. How will he win? No, he misses out by 500ths of a second. That's unbelievable. Barco's still the driver to beat right now in Q2. This is. He had such a good lap, but I don't know how much time did he last in the final sector, but he still was absolutely phenomenal. Oh, this is Lucas exiting the final turn. I believe is this in the 1 minute 70s? No, it's the 1 minute 18s with a P4. That is pretty nice. And Mayer is 2 tenths up right now to Marco. He is like, in my opinion, I think he is going to get provisional pole, but I still Marco will be responsible. But let's see how it goes for Mayer. Tidy, he locks up a little bit, but that doesn't matter. Flat out with the final turn, DRS wide open, 300 kilometers per hour in the pit straight, and he goes to provisional pole by straight tenths of a second. That is tidy, absolute phenomenal. I love this. That's really outstanding lap. That's a tidy lap. That is a role model lap, I believe. But I still don't know. That's gonna be from McQuillan, who's gonna start his final lap, and not final, sorry, and he's gonna start his flying lap, and it's all eyes on for it's Mascara West. He's still on the 1 minute 20s, 21, 22, and he still is on P9. The cut line is B5, and that's Samson flying again. He's he's fastest. He's fastest on second sector, personal best in first sector, and now he's got the final sector. He's been phenomenal throughout the session. He's been absolutely rapid through and flat out for the final turn. DRS final wide open, 300 kilometers per hour. He crosses the line and he goes P4. Now, he's lost a couple of tenths, I believe, and has Rossi. Has he got an answer from Marco, his teammate from Arthur 3P? He crosses the line and he goes second by 2 tenths and he edges out Marco by below a tenth of a second. And yes, Saltovik, he's been a tidy lab with personal best in sector 1 and sector 2. Oh, he spins out. It's, that's what he spins out. Oh no, at the final turn, where it all counts, the final turn, he went out. Yes, yes. It's been a big impact for the, I think, the racing goals. And yes, this is where Ahmed and Samson, he got an overseer, locks up. That isn't in have tidy lap ring. I bet he's gonna box. Yeah, right now, Samson is currently P5, and he's still, and definitely know he's not happy with his teammate, Mayor, and who's this? Is this Mascaravas, and he stopped. Oh no, that I think he takes too much curve, I believe, to get entry speed, and then having the gas on for as long as he could, and then that's the result. You need to risk something to gain time, but also that risk always comes with something that you can lose a lot. So that is the balance. And right now he needs to believe himself. He can't live out with Tudor and Mayor that was an invalid lap. That's not good. And yes, we're seeing Hendrix not having the best of all of it. And sector 1, sector 2, sorry. We haven't got no best. But what is he going to bring this lap to? Is this gonna be 1 minute 22, 23? A 1 minute 23 to P4. He edges out Samson. And how about Marco? Is that Marco having a one of the best laps, I think, fastest in football in sector 1, sector 2. And we're on board with Lassie. He's been P2 on his last flying lap. He's edged out his teammate less than a tenth of a second. And we're seeing Mayer, which is having first a faster personal best in sector 1, fastest in sector 2. And what does he bring in the final sector? Flat out, the eyes wide open. And we're gonna go to the pit straight, and I'm believing, is that a provisional poll? Yes, it is. We get provisional best right now. That is pretty dramatic. He edges out for once, and is that Titanic? No, it is. The driver who was having a decent one has now spun out, and in the penultimate turn for qualifying. And this is Lucas now improving his positions and in 1 minute 79. And what was that? Okay, is this masculine rest? it seems to be like a glitch, but still, he is going to start a flying lab, I believe. I hope he gets a tidy lab, a lab that he can get satisfied, and then he gears wide open. His teammate is out, and the magic arrows are trying to have both cars into Q3. So let's see. Right now, Rossi and Marco and Mayer are the top three drivers who are certainly going to fight for pole at Q3, and we're on board with Tostol. And yes, I think Tostol, I think he got a little blocked by Lucas. I don't know, maybe a little bit of turbulence. I don't know. Oh, but he is, yeah, he's giving some toe to his teammate. Oh, that was a close call. And during turn 10 and 11, and not just, just praying for not getting exceeding track limits. And he goes under the bridge. He goes through the turn 13, and then he goes through turn 14, turn 15, and the final turn. He exits the final turn, sliding a little bit, the rear end dancing a little bit. The air is wide open. What can he bring to this? 10th still. And indeed, even though he got a toll from his teammate, he still didn't get the personal best in sector 2. Maybe the block from Lucas was pretty critical. And we're on board with the mayor. Yes, he is on his own lap. He is still top on the time sheet, but we don't know. Last Marco certainly has the pace to out time Mayor, and yes, we all know, and it's all eyes on topic from the Archer GP chasing his teammates, and he still is P5. That's not a bad lap, but still not a decent lap. Thinking of the performance of the two teammates, and this topic that total now I think he crashed a little bit. Magic Owls is certainly not having a good qualifying session right now. We're, we're all with Masculinus. He's 1 minute. He goes P4. No, sorry, that wasn't P4. I'm so sorry. He still stays in P10 and is versus Arnold and Samson. Is that Mayor? He is 2/10 up from his personal best lap time. That is phenomenal. I and I am certain he has the pace. And Ross, is that Marco? Yes. And yeah, Mayor lost a little time in sector 2, and Marco having personal best in sector 1. He might have a response to Mayor, and right now, can Mayor improve on his time? They say it's going to be tight, I believe. His sector 2 times wasn't that good, and out of the final turn, DRS wide open, and hoping to have another phenomenal tidy absolute, and he does by 5/10 of a second. That's half a second. That is and massive well, it's gonna be that was a mega lap. Marco, how is he going to respond? How is it going to be? He's second by 5/10 of a second. So I think his lap time was identical to Mario's last personal best time, but Mario just absolutely nailed it. And what we are who's on It's pretty. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Q3, and this will be the penultimate, the most, when it matters the most in terms of our DSFA qualifying, where we get pole position. So right now we have Mayor on his out lap, and he is in the middle sector, cruising off road. Is that the hard tires? Is that a C3, C1? I'm not sure of it, but that doesn't seem to be a tire for qualifying. And yes, we're back. And yeah, it hasn't been Hendrik and Tautabek. Rossi right now on the is held on the timing sheet board, but I think Hendrik and Mayer is the only one who's on their out laps currently, momentarily. And yes, I think Mayer is about to start his flying lap. I'm not sure why is he on the hard tires, but yeah, let's see how it goes. And yes, well, the first Formula One, well, the first DSFA pole setter will be him. Will it be Rossi or will it be Marco? Let's see how it goes, and let's take on the onboard on Rossi. He spun wasn't tidy turn 1 and turn 2, and then using all width of the track, and then barely locking up in turn 3, and then another magnificent flow to turn 4 and turn 5, and then here's the high speed turn 6 and 7 and 8, where it all matters for straight line speed here. For the DRS, wide open, I'm out here, and then we're seeing a little glitch here, but yes, he is really fast and rapid, and then he's got purple on sector 1 and sector 2, and then he's on the DRS zone for the third DRS of the corner, turn 12, turn 13, turn 14, and then it's a tiny lap, turn 15, and then I'm just hoping for him not to trip over overseer. Nothing happened, and he's certainly gonna get provisional pole, and this will be the benchmark for Mark, especially for Mark and Rossi, and for everyone. And wait, does Red go? Well, it's in shock for Red Go getting eliminated in Q2 and having racing goats in Q3. That is in shock for the team based in Milton Keynes, but yes, the team from Italy is the sister team, is the team to beat. Has become the team to beat their senior team. Yeah, it is a phenomenal achievement maybe for the team, but yes, let's see how it goes. And let's see, Marco's on board, I think, and I think he's having a decent lap right now. I'm not sure of it. However, Rossi, I think he's about to start his flying lap. But yes, let's see how it goes. We're watching Hendrik. He's on. How's his first sector gonna be? And he's got in yellow and the first sector, about 2 seconds off pace on Mayer. And then he's on the tricky. Is he gonna get some hope at the current round? I'm not sure of it. And then this is Tavatar, Marco, and Rossi, all 3 Archer GP cars. And then Mayer perfectly positions himself in avoiding Hendrik. And this isn't really insane. And then Hendrik, did he lift it a little bit? I'm not sure of it. But if he lifted, oh yes, he's on his in lap. Okay, and this is Mayer. Yes, this is Mayor. So he's gonna start his flying lap, second flying lap. That is gonna be, that is certainly gonna be a mega lap. I am sure. I'm not. I hope he doesn't go through exceed track limit. And then how's Marco gonna respond? Marco and Rossi are allies to them. They still haven't. Rossi still hasn't set a time. Oh, that's Mayor sliding a little bit. You know, that back and still a little bit grumpy from the high speed corners when you steer too much. But yes, it is. But Mayor still gets the fastest sector one. How's sector 2 gonna be? Another fastest sector 2. This is phenomenal. This is. We're seeing, I think, a legendary lap for it, and tiny lap, the perfect lap that can be one of the benchmarks for all drivers in the next season too. This is the final turn 15, turn 16, flat out, 3 hours wide open. Can he improve with his time? How does this final sector go out? Yes, he does. Another purple sector, and all purple sectors in all three sectors, all purple in all three sectors. That is no, an outstanding lap. That defines what he is so far, and I think he might not gonna get improving. So how's Marco gonna respond to this? He's using art to move on the struggle from through the final corner. He's been mighty, but he still misses well as by 6 tenths of a second. That shows how mighty Mayu was in that lap, and how Rossi, since he got a response to it. Is he about to exit the final? I think he's about to turn 15. Let's see. In the final, he exits. The eyes wide open. How is he gonna respond? No, he misses out by 6 tenths of a second by a toothpick from Marco as well. How about Totonic? Does he got a response to these three? No. He still stays in P5. How about Hendrick? He is 7 tenths off pace from Mayer. But yes, I'm gonna say he's not gonna. This says the nose cam from Hendrick, which is pretty dramatic. I'm gonna say no sign. Is that track limits? I'm not sure with it, but I think he went a little too deep for turn 11 and another turn 12. He goes pretty wide. Oh, he slides an oversteer and he stops. That was frustrating. He got. Oh, that is an airline for Marco. He's absolutely on his limits. I don't know how much he's gonna go this lap to, but he's certainly gonna get a tiny lap. And yes, at the moment, he's still having 2 tenths. I'm not sure. He's on his end lap, I believe. Hendrick, he had such a good second sector, tidy, decent sector, but now he missed out with it. Such an oversteering, because you got the curb that is that has way less grip than the tarmac, but also that green belt, which pretty much provides you nothing. It's pretty much in gravel, but still holds you, and it kind of takes the machine off. Tries to take the machine off track, but so he tries to hold it by turning it turning to the right direction, but his grip came back, eventually slided, also because his grip of the front end stayed, but his rear end grip wasn't good enough, so he just oversteered, which is disappointing from him, because I hope he will bring something else. 1 minute and 20 seconds left for qualifying, and are we gonna see Mayer stay as the pole setter for the first pole setter in DSF? And who is that? Is that Marco? Yes, he was pushing for tiny lap, and that's gonna beat Mayer, but he misses out. That's at the turn 11, the penultimate turn for both. That is one of the highlights of the turn, and one of the most no, best ones, the most dramatic, but also the most hardest ones. You need you need to have big yes, and yes. Is gonna come Mayer. He's gonna start his flying lap, final flying lap. 25 seconds left. Is Marco going to make it to the line? He does, and he's gonna need to start with those tires, sets of tires. But he can't say anything, and he needs to pull out something. And how is Mayer gonna pull out? And Rossi having the fastest second sector. If he pulls out in a mega sector 3, and he might secure provisional pole, and in qualifying 0 second hits 0 second down, but you have the fastest time. Is he gonna improve on his time or not? How's Marco? How's the eyes on Mayer and Rossi right now? And how's Mayer still having 2/10 of a second loss? And then he's definitely not having the tag lap. Oh, he goes wide. And I don't know, it depends on his final sector. If he brings out an outstanding final sector, a miraculous one, oh no, Mayer, the only driver who hasn't missed out through all previous 2 sessions, has lost in the final lap and the final corner. And is this is he on a pole? Yes, he is. Mayer is the first DSFA pole sitter. And congratulations. And that was second flying lap was something. And his third flying lap was also something too. I believe he had the pace to improve his time. But yes, he was a little bit on the exit on the final turn. And that proves that Melbourne the third player.